Grimm's Comics Corner. You'll have to excuse me, I've been having some sleep troubles, so I might not be 100% alert and accurate, but we're going to try to do the best we can. I figured that melatonin was probably the cause of it, so yeah, I'm going to have to stick to what I have been using, and no melatonin for me. Seems to make my sleep worse. Ugh. Alright, so let's get started. The Boys, Volume 8, Highland, Laddie. 2010 now. It's still 14 years ago. Wow. Just 6 books in this one. Issue 1. That's you now, Huey. Want a wee shotty of Billy before you go? No thanks, Mr. McGonagall. Thanks anyway. Are you sure it's broad gear, mind? Nah, you're all right. Octoladle. Don't be getting sentimental. Bunny Charlie's now away safely over the Friendly Man. Many a heart will break in twa, should he not come back again. Hello, Ma. Hello, Ma. Oh, my wee laddie. My wee laddie's home. Huey. Hello, Pa. 1. The Arbor at the World's End. Have you had enough, son? There's still plenty of tatties if you want them. Oh, I couldn't eat another thing, Ma. Well, save room for your pudding. So how'd you get on in America, Huey? It didn't really work out, Pa. I mean, I might still go back. There's stuff to, but I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it, to be honest with you. Well, you're welcome to stay here as long as you want, son. Take all the time you need. Aye, you just stay, Huey. It's lovely having you here. Thanks, Ma. Oh, do you mind, Mr. Excuse me. Oh, do you mind Mr. Taggart used to hunt the war criminals? He's just retired there. Oh, aye? He was an awfully nice wee man. Well, he still is, but his back's been giving him some trouble. You'll be wanting to see your wee friends, I dare say. Bobby and Dot, is it? Det, Ma. I gave him a call on the way here, and I'm seeing them both later on for a drink. Why is it you call him Det now? Short for detergent. We used to say he never uses any. The other one's a wee bit, well, he's maybe not quite the way ye remember him. Big Bobby? Why, what's happened to him? Wait and see. Well, that was a braw trifle, Daphne. Huey, will you have a wee dram with me? Aye, why not? That'd be smashing. Ech, don't you be lighting that old pipe in here now. Och, now how long is it since I did that? I know better than to chance my arm with you, Anne. Oh, go on with ye. Well, away outside, Huey. A good man kens his limitations. Is that not what Inspector Callahan says? Aye. The pension does us both grand. I've enough to keep me busy around the place anyway. What about the Rosamiyella? Oh, well, I do a wee bit on her now and again, but she's fallen to bits faster than I can put her back together. That's a shame. I suppose it is. Your ma's awfully happy to see you, Huey. I know. I am too, but she really does miss ye. She's never done talking about ye. I know that, Pa. It's hard for her, Huey. You're still that wee boy to her, you can? I do. Running around the place laughing and carrying on with the light in your eyes like... I can, Pa. I honestly, I really do. I'll away on here and see the lads. Don't wait up for us, all right? Oh, sure ye can. She will anyway. Aye, well, tell her not to. See you later, Pa. Fuck me, what a reek. Hello? Oh, hello, Miss Bronson. Is Horace in? Oh, Huey, welcome home, son. Horace! Huey, all right, pal? The wee man home at last. See you later, Ma. It's brilliant to see you, Huey. I was fucking amazed when you called. Aye, well, been a long time, I ken that. Clothes peg for your neb there? Ah, no, Det. They're a wee bit sore, to be honest with you. Well, it's there if you want it. So you're still stuck with the pong, eh? Aye, it's supposed to be I. Aye, I've been to doctors and specialists and all, but it seems like I'm just a naturally smelly bastard. Here, your voice sounds funny. Are you going all transatlantic on us? Fuck off. Well, as you yourself say, it's been a long fucking time. About 7 or 8 years now, aye? Aye. Aye, well, some things you'll recognize and some you won't. Do you mind Stevie Dunn used to play in nets? He moved to Edinburgh to join the gays. Jings! I kid ye not. And Kirsty Anderson, she's only the one tit now. Oh, aye. Wait till you see Big Bobby. Aye, my pa said something about, there he is, there's the wee man. Oh, fuck me. Huey! Bobby? Wee Huey, home again. Ah! You've, put on a bit of weight? Started wearing contacts? Nah, I ken what you mean, pal, but I've still got me bullocks if that's what you're wondering about. Det? Coming now. Come on and sit down and tell us your story, wee man. Tell us about New York. How'd you get on there? Aye, well, the thing is, it didn't exactly... I thought it'd be something like that. Cheers! Heh, he's only keeping you going, wee man. Tell us what you've been doing. Come on, now. Aye, spill the beans, son. Octerlater to Glasgow to Manhattan. Mein Kampf by wee Huey. Well, I moved to Glasgow, right enough, and it was good for a while. It was great for a while, but it went wrong. That's the Ouija's for you. They'd eat the poultice off a scabby kid's head. Aye. Aye, well, then I went out to the States, 'cause I got a job over there, and it was mad. It was brilliant, too, a lot of the time, but all this stuff just kept on happening. I never got the chance to slow down and work out how I felt about everything. And then, what sort of job was it anyway? The sorts that's up in the air, Det. I'm not really sure what to think about it, to be honest with you. Fuck, you're a fountain of bloody information, aren't ye? Glasgow was good, and then it was shite. America, you couldn't have made your mind up about. I ken what you mean. I'm just glad to be back here now. For now, I suppose. Come on, let a lady through, you conch. Jesus! No, it's like he was telling ye. I just ended up feeling more comfortable dressing like a lassie. More feminine, you ken? Why? I still like Fanny, but I suppose I'm more sort of a lesbian now. Jings. I tell you what, I wouldn't have liked to see the one that she got up from. Aye, a right fucking bogful, eh, lads? Ha 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 ha! I'd heard that in fucking ages. Hello! Earth the fucking wee Huey! Come in wee Huey, ye das twat! Eh? You've been sitting there in fucking la-la land for the last 5 minutes. Wakey, bloody wakey, wee man! Aye, get your fucking round in, son. Sorry, lads. And get us a packet of rashers, too. I'm starving. They've not had rashers for 20 years. What else do you want, a fucking marathon and a thing of Parma violets? Beezer, Jesus. 3 pints of Stella, please, pal. Oh, shite. It's Mr. Holmes to you, you prick. Just my fucking luck you showing up after all this time. Ah, come on now. They caught you fair and square with the bassy scam you were running. Aye, but I would have got away with it if it hadn't been for you pesky interfering wee cunts. I hope they and the AIDS guy at the fucking brewery, I hope he wanked in it. I see Beezer's no changed much. No, he's still an evil wee bastard with a taste like a bulldog licking cum off a nettle. Actually, Det, I can tell you from experience that bulldogs are in fact highly intelligent. They'd not lick anything off a nettle cum or otherwise. Hey, Huey, do you ken what we were just talking about? Do you mind the time we told your pa was an airline pilot? Oh, for fuck's sake. Where he's having to piss out the back door in the plane. Aye, and he falls out. And he fucking he falls 5 miles and lands in a fucking snowdrift. And he survives. I cannot believe it. I'm alive. The only fucking thing he's forgotten about is the slash he was having. You see, it's frozen, Huey. There it's so cold up there, it frozen into a big solid stick like a spear, and it was still coming down. But how do you get the ground before it? Oh, Huey, what's gonna be heavier, a big man like your pa or an icicle made out of pea? Help me, boy! What's that up there? And that's the truth about your real pa, Huey. Oh, bad luck, wee man. Ha ha ha. How fucking long did we have you believing that? The shite we used to tell you. Ha 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 ha. We're only fucking kidding you, Huey. Aye. Did you ever have a proper go at finding your ma and pa? I mean, I know you were always wondering when you were wee. No. As far as I'm concerned, my ma and pa are Daphne and Ed Campbell. I couldn't give a fuck about anybody else. Aye, good man. No better pair. Here, who fancies a wee Jim Beam? Well, that's me then. I gave up the room. I didn't see any point in it. Anyway, Master Potamus says I can have it again if I need it. Good bloke, old Potamus. Could somebody maybe look after Jamie? Will she be okay with him, aye? Ni pas so sûr, Deloy. But, c'est refeder. Aye. Well then. I was gonna get a taxi. My flight's... au revoir, petit Huey. Until we wedderschen again, as the hated Bosch toffs say. Aye. See ya, Frenchie. You take as long as you need, Huey. Search yourself out. Come back whenever you're ready. Well, like I was saying earlier on, I'm not even sure if I'll be... Sorry, M.M. ain't here to see you off. Must be at his mum's or whatever. Oh, no. I saw him last night. We went out for an Indian. He said he'd be busy today. Yeah? What were you talking about? Nothing, really. See you then, Terror. You're a good wee dog, aren't you? Aye, you're a good wee dog. Well, I'll away on. Cheers, mate. Take care of yourself. Did you know? Know what? Pork. Aye, get it all out, son. It's doing you no good. Are you heading on, are ye? Aye, I thought I'd take a wee walk down the shore. I'm not that tired yet. Crivens, ye can fair put it away, Huey. I'm fucking stocious, but you don't look like it's affected ye at all. But you're no short full of compound V, are you? See you tomorrow, Bobby. Evening. Hello there. You painting a picture, aye? That I am. Ah, that's very good. Trying to capture the summer dim. Aye, the summer dim. It's what the Shetlanders call the sort of permanent twilight you have up here at night. You know how it never quite gets dark in the summer months? It's absolutely magical. I've never seen anything like it. I do apologize. I'm forgetting my manners. Alistair Vigors. Oh, Huey Campbell. People call me Huey. Are you from... Oh, he's from London. Are you from London, aye? Close enough, deep in the wilds of Surrey, actually. Care for a biscuit? Yes, please. Do you live locally, Huey? Well, I'm from here. Ah, bravo, buses. Me wife made them. She's already turned in, actually. We've taken a cottage on the other side of Octorladle. Oh, aye. So I grew up there, but I've been away for a while. Just got back today, actually. Nice to be home? Aye. Well, aye. I sense a certain hesitation. I know, I don't know. You can when you don't see folk for a while, you sort of idealize them a wee bit. I'm not talking about putting them on a pedestal or anything, just more sort of thinking the good instead of the not so good. And then you see them, and it's like in no time at all before you're getting the not so good. The shite that winds you up. And you sort of thought it'd be longer till you had to put up with that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm blathering. You don't want to hear all this from some fella you don't even know. Oh, I don't mind. Family can be a bit of a bugger sometimes. Oh, well, it's not family. Family's one thing, but your mates are another. Like, I'm having a pint with two old pals tonight, and I mean, we really do go back. Me and these guys, and it's been ages, but there's this part of me that's already pissed off with them. We sit down and we're bevying away, and I'm remembering all the good stuff. Then they have to remind me of the times when they were fucking wankers to me. I suppose I'm just wondering which version of them's more true. An eternal dilemma if I've ever heard one. But whatever faces our friends choose to show us, well, they are rather all we've got, aren't they? So, what the fuck's some old sass and such poof gonna do to us? No, him, Campbell. He was a smart wee bastard when he was a laddie, always sticking his nose into stuff, solving mysteries and all. Solving mysteries? What is this, the Nancy boys and fucking Hardy Drew? I'm worried about customs and excise and the police, but I should really be watching out for the famous fucking five. No, I'm just saying, him coming back like this now, it could be a real problem. Fuck off, he looks like a cunt. Sort yourself out and stop talking shite. The last thing I need is my local connection acting the prick. But nothing, Bullet Brain. The first load's coming in tomorrow night. Do you know the sentences they're handing out just for touching soup sugar these days? Well fucking said. No mistakes, no distractions, and no Alfred Hitchcock and the three fucking Buffy boys either, right? Yes, sir. Now get your arse out of me fucking car. To be continued. 2. Bra Seagull. Fomar. Eh? Not a seagull, a fomar. You confuse the two at your peril, Huey. Oh, aye. When threatened, the fomar can inject a stream of curdled fish oil and other semi-digested horrors. Effective ranges, anything up to 10 feet. The stench lingers for weeks. If you find yourself near the creature's nest, you'd be advised to make tracks in the other direction. It sounds like some sort of flying skunk. Go on with what you were saying. Well, I've just always felt like I was one step off to the side of the way most folk have their lives. I'm not complaining. This isn't some sort of whiny catcher in the rye shite. It's more like an old telly. If I got just the right dunt on the side of the box, the screen would come back into focus. I'd be like everyone else, but things just don't seem to turn out for me the way they do for most folk. Oh, that does sound whiny. Not all self-examination is automatically self-indulgent, you know. Just most of it, aye? That's your inner Scots Protestant banging his drum. It's more all the films I used to watch with me pa. You don't get much introspection from Mr. Bronson or Mr. Eastwood. You mind if I have another sandwich? Not at all. I told Miss Figures I'd invited you along today. She made more than enough for 2. Aye, well, if I'd known we were having lunch, I'd have brought along a 6-pack of Carlin or whatever I feel like a right stingy bastard. Perish the thought. All right, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. When I was a wee kid, we used to visit me Auntie Eileen, right? She lived out on Lewis in the Western Isle. A lot of folk around here have relatives all over the place, and going on a wee flight to see them was magic when you were a kid. We were always on about it, and the first summer I went, Dad and Bobby had already been, and now it was my first go. The pilots were dead on, you see. That was why we all looked forward to the trip. Hello, Miss Campbell. The captain was wondering if we Huey would like to come up and see the cockpit. Ah, please, Ma, please, Ma, please, Ma, please, Ma, please. So you see, Huey, it's the air flowing over and under the wings that keeps us up, and the irons and elevators that let us steer. Aye, so that's you and Alec flying the plane now. I'll be back in a wee minute. Aye! It's all shite, sonny. Sorry, mister? It's all shite, I said. I've been flying planes for 20 years. And I still don't know where the bloody wings stay on. So that was golden childhood memory number 1. 2. Great glass elevator. Do you remember what that's like when you're wee and you see things go out of control for adults? And out of other adults' control? Yes, I believe I do. Aye, it's seeing the way the world can be in a way no kid can be ready for. The bastard weighs 10 tons! 10 tons in the name of Jesus Christ Almighty! Why are we not all dead? And nobody understands. My wife doesn't understand. Get your hands off me, ye Close your ears, Huey. And afterwards, the world never quite goes back to the way it was. So there you are. Everyone else has a brilliant time, and I'm left feeling like I've had something stolen from me. Story of my bloody life, I'm telling you. Well, if it is, you seem little the worse for it, Huey. Oh, I know. Happy wee laddie, that's me. And I mean, I do try to be, to be cheerful. I hate wingers. But sometimes when I see something really cool happening for someone, I just think, why did it not turn out that way for me? Why can't I have that? I don't remember telling anyone any of this. I mean, I must have. It's not like it's some big, deep secret, but you're not really a psychiatrist or anything, are you? Aha, good God, no. No, what's known as independently wealthy. One of my ancestors made a fortune at something I never really looked into. Probably for fear of being appalled at myself. I had an extraordinary easy life, so listening to people talk about their lives has never been any hardship. I suspect that more people than you think share your feelings of dissatisfaction, of life not going according to the script. Aye? Who? Anyone with any imagination. Those your chums? Det and Bobby. You off to rediscover your childhood? They can wait. It was those two I was looking forward to seeing more than anyone else. It was the thought of them made home seem like a refuge. Now, well, no one can quite annoy us like our friends can. That's intimacy for you. Aye, it's funny. When I was in Glasgow and the folk I knew there pissed me off, I used to think I'll show them. I'll go back to the Octolidal and see the lads. It was the same in New York, too. Dad and Bobby'd never treat me like this. I should just fuck off and be with me real mates. I should go home. What am I doing here anyway, really? Now I'm almost thinking I should just go back to the States and show 'em. Anyway, look, thanks for the sandwiches and all. It's really nice of you. I hope I'm not ruining your afternoon with all this blether. You're probably sick of listening to me. Not at all. As a matter of fact, you've mentioned a spot where the seals lie up on the rocks. I'd very much like to see that if you wouldn't mind showing me. Aye, if you like. Same time tomorrow then? Same time tomorrow. Does that not look a wee bit funny to you? No, it looks perfectly fucking normal. Huey, it's an inflatable woman in the sea, pal. For Christ's sake. Aye, but why is it not moving in with the waves? Is it tethered there or something? Are ye hoping it can float and ye can... Are ye hoping it can float and ye can grab it, aye? Are you really that desperate to get your hole? Aye, well, you're one to fucking talk there, aren't ya? Sticks and stones, wee man. Mon then. Bobby gives a wee blow back there. Why would it be tethered? Oof. Sure you don't want a toke of this, Huey? No, you're all right. You're missing a treat. It's bra how easy it is to get good gear at the minute. Aye, I noticed that on the way here. Why is it? Fuck knows. Maybe it's Beecher branching out. Do you mind the state he was in when the police got a hold of him? I hardly even know what he was on about. I asked my ma, which was a bit of a fucking error, actually. Well done, boys. Thanks to your quick thinking, we put an end to a major criminals conspiracy. Thank you, Sergeant Maddox. Illegal tobacco smuggling costs the exchequer thousands of pounds every year. But this is one miscreant who's made his last profit in that particular business. You rotten wee shits, I'm gonna fucking kill ya! You ruined everything. I was making a fucking fortune with this. Why, I'm gonna get you, ye whores! You did the right thing calling us, of course. Arresting scutters like Beezer is a job for the police. No wee laddies like yourselves. I know ye. I'll find ye. Ye fucking dirty, sleeked wee cunts. I'm gonna shove ye's back up ye ma's fannies. Aye, Sergeant Maddox, our suspicions were first. By the time I'm finished with ye bastards, you'll wish you'd been fucking aborted. Alan, Charlie, it suddenly occurs to me that Mr. Holmes has not yet been informed of his status in regard to his legal rights. Right ye are, Sarge. On you go, boys. Well, we wondered why we kept seeing a suspect going out here with nothing and coming back with his car full of bags, and see? So we decided to follow him. The suspect? In with the boot, Alan, that's the way. Yay! Oh, the suspect. And that's how we knew the villain was up to no good. Can we be junior constables now, Sergeant Maddox? I'm afraid not, boys, but you can have a pound in each... You can have a pound each and a couple of free digs at Beezer if you like. Well, no, Sergeant Maddox, I'm sure he's learned the error of his dastardly ways. Yeah. A pound each? Crivens, we better stop off at the hospital, Sarge. It sounds like his lungs have collapsed. What an adventure. I used to like saying dastardly. I'll have to start doing it again. Did they ever find out where he was bringing the baki in from? Like it was a part of something bigger, or there was a gang, or... Here, do you ken who I saw this morning? Katie Wayne. Big Katie, our greatest investigation ever. Gosh, Bobby, I wonder why Tommy Wayne's ma's always going into the woods with the otter ladle on United Football Team. It's a mystery, Dad. Let me just get my magnifying glass and put my deer stalker on, and we'll see what we can do about solving it. Do you mind when we climbed up the tree, the fucking sight that met our eyes? What exactly is the attraction of wanking over fat lassie's bats with 10 other guys there too, would you tell me? Huey and Bobby and Det in the amazing case of the Bristol Cum Fest. Ha 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 ha! That was a fucking afternoon's education. Aye, Christ, I think we grew up all in one bloody go that day. You want to go to the pub? Why, are you all right? I sort of wish we not come here, that's all. I think it was a bit of a mistake. Smuggler's Cove, the scene of our triumph over the fiendish Beezer Holmes? Fuck it. You ain't hungry? Or you having second thoughts? No, I'm going. I'm definitely going. But you ain't gonna talk about this mystery chick. Uh-huh. I want to talk about her boss. Yeah? We're meant to be a CIA team. A team with CIA backing. Anyway, and it's our job to keep an eye on superheroes. The word I always used to hear was management. But I asked Legend about that, and he told me 7, them in particular, were really a target. He said they were Butcher's target, like he asked me if I thought someone like Butcher'd ever be interested in managing anything. You asked the man himself about this? Aye, but I fucked up there. I mentioned his wife. Oh, shit. I sort of did it again recently there. I don't know what's the matter with me. But that's part of it, isn't it? It's 'cause of a soup that his wife got killed, and if he's after the 7, it stands to reason it's one of them. And he'd not be the first to take agency money and use it to fight a private war. Butcher's a soldier at heart, Huey. Oh, sorry. Gotta redo that. Butcher's a soldier at heart, Huey. Soldiers fight wars, and they do it by IDing targets and hitting them as hard as they can. You ask them to manage shit, well, look at the last 5 years in Pakistan. But does it not bother you a wee bit the way he does this? Way he does it? Not until recently. But you mean that he does... but you mean that he does it at all? We all of us got our reasons we hear. You know mine. So happens I want to fuck with Vought. Butcher wants to fuck with a 7. What happened recently? That's the shit I ain't gonna talk about. Still got some thinking to do on that. Alright, what about this? Has anyone thought about the consequences of taking on those fuckers? I mean, Legend told me what happened last time with Mallory's daughters and all. Granddaughters. That's fucked up. But it's gonna be a long goddamn time before either of us or the 7 flat out takes a shot at the other again. Why? 1, 'cause they can kill us all. They can kill us and we can sink them. 2, remember when you first joined and Butcher's talking about presidential candidate mandates and the gloves coming off? And then there's all this shit in Moscow. And next thing you know, we back to hearing management. Agency money comes with its own shit, you know? Why are you asking anyway? Trying to tuck yourself into not coming back from vacation? It's not vacation. And to tell you the truth, if I did decide to quit the boys, I'd already have all the ammo I need. How so? The fucking carnage, the murder, the dismemberment, the sheer fucking amount of violence I've seen, the things I've done and done to me, with payback and herogasm and everything. Nothing happened to you at herogasm. Talking about when you fell and hit your head? Oh, no. It was more where it was. I saw, there was There was more where it was I saw. You know what I mean. I don't know if this really means much to you. I know you were in the army too. Yeah, but I'm sweetness and motherfucking light. Fell from goddamn head to toe with love. Well, I didn't go that far, but I'll miss you like, get the fuck out of here. Alright, well, right enough. I suppose I better get the bill, the check. Will you be in the office tomorrow with the others? No. No? No. It was your idea then, was it, Turd Bird? I just want to make sure they didn't get lost. These wee inlets all look the same, Mr. Topper. I thought I'd best use something distinctive. Oh, it's a little different. Tupper, ye useless prick. Tupper sounds like some sort of soup fruit flying around bumming folk off. What were you gonna use if the fog came in a line of floating fucking glow-in-the-dark dildos? Sure, where would I get those? Give me strength. Alright, you two, before you unload any more of that, Emily Largo here is gonna sample a bit of the merchandise. You do not trust? Calm down, Ivan Fistermavich. Just making sure everything's hunky-dory. Right, Einstein, get some of this up ye hooter. If we can make a regular thing of this, you'll be dealing mostly with monkey magic here. Don't worry, he only looks like a cunt. Not deal with you? Not directly, I'm from Glasgow. I can't stand it up here with all these fucking sheep shaggers. But you know, you make do with what you've got. It's same at home since little Nina goes. No one organizes now. No one takes time to nurture talent. Young people on way up. No vision. But good for us. No opposition. Good point, eh? Alright then, Drew Barrymore. What's the scores on the doors? Fucking magic! It's 3 parts Coke to 1 part V as promised. You will believe a man can fucking fly. Bumfluff Brothers, you're on mine over here and start loading up your van. Alright, well, just a minute there. We wanted a wee word before we went any further. Oh, aye? Aye, we were just listening to what you were saying to these 2 boys here, you ken? Sounds to us like you've got a major operation here, like an international sort of thing. And we were thinking, well, we're the ones gonna drive this gear all over the Highlands, not to mention the big deliveries in Dundee and Glasgow. So we thought, like, with all this cash you're gonna be making, you could afford to pay us some proper... for fuck's sake here, Contosaurus. I thought I told you to hire someone reliable. Brilliant. Okay then, what if I was to open the negotiations by telling you 2 fudge merchants to fuck off? We could do that. We could fuck off. Leaving you here with a boatload of this shite and nobody to distribute it for you. And who knows, maybe giving the police a wee anonymous call on our way home. Some interesting thoughts there. Sarah? This is my niece, wee Sarah. Sarah, meet the Blumfluffs. One of them was just saying something about the police. Oh. Which one, Uncle Joe? You choose. Yeah! Jesus! Yeah! Ye were saying? Yeah! We're fine, Mr. Tupper. Fine, you've been so generous we were even gonna ask for a pay cut. All right, sweetheart. You boys want to bring in the second load then? Tomorrow. Not long enough to full daylight. No time to load again and make return trip. Finish tomorrow night instead. Oh, marvelous. Another day in this piss pot. Tell us this, Tweedledum and Tweedletot. Twat. Apart from exploring each other's holes, what do folk tend to do for fun around here? Oh, Ma. Christ. I wish you'd not wait up like this. Well, I don't want to know who she was. I don't care if I never know. She could have cared about me very much if she left me on the hospital steps in a cardboard box. Aye, well, she can just go to hell as far as I'm concerned. Don't be so quick to judge her, Huey. She's maybe just some sad wee lassie who couldn't cope. Be a good wee boy and bring us over the rest of the dishes, will ye? Ma, oh, you're home, son. Aye, Ma, away, on to your bed now. Go on. 3. Auntie Mary she was a frail wee woman. She was nice, but she was vague. It wasn't so much that she'd lose track of where she was, that she forgot that she was there at all. It was one time she came to stay with us, and she got out of the bath and went to the back door out, kept going. She went left instead of right, or she'd just gone back to the spare room. It was 1 in the morning before Ma and Pa twigged she was gone. She wouldn't say boo to a goose either. Never asked for anything. That's why she was so thin, Ma said, 'cause she wouldn't ask anyone for something to eat, and she kept forgetting to feed herself. That's what we thought it was, at least. I liked Auntie Mary. I thought she was lovely. She was really kind, and it was dead easy beating her at Monopoly or whatever. You can when it's like at that age, but you haven't a bloody clue. But the year after she took her wee wanderer, she was staying with us again, and the first night she'd a big feed of mince and tatties, and then she went off to bed. I woke up when Ma started screaming. I never heard anything like it in me life. There was a big commotion, doors flying open and lights going on, and Ma shouting for Pa, and Pa coming clumping out of the room. He's saying, "What is it? What's going on?" And Ma's just going on and here, and I can tell they're in the bog because the echo's different. And then Pa lets out sort of a gasp, and then there's just silence. Total silence, rather. After that, there's all this whispering. I can hear Pa, but Ma's still panicking, and I can hear her saying Mary's had a monster over and over going on about it. Then Pa tells her she has to stop or I'll hear, and Ma starts carrying on and just cries a wee bit, and then they start trying to sort everything out. The magic words, I suppose. Don't frighten the child. I'd never seen a look like that from Pa before. To me, always happy and kind and warm and strong. He's never nervous, never lost. I didn't know what to make of any of it. Then I heard Pa yelling, "Hughie, don't look!" Just at the moment I looked, and she miscarried into the... No, it was a tapeworm. 17 feet long, the doctor said when he measured it. 3. Beware the Jabberwock, my son. She must have had it in for quite a wee while, I suppose. I'll say, what happened to the poor woman after that? Oh, well, the men in the white coats came and took her away. I think she's still on the go, like, but I'm not sure where they've got her. Even Auntie Mary couldn't forget a thing like that. And you? Well, I was about the middle of '86, so it would have been, Ma, can I have a Kit Kat? Jings, he's talking again. Aye. You see, I think that's why I'm never going to be, why I can't, and just why I'm not any sort of tough guy, I suppose. Too squeamish. Anything mental happens to me, I just go back to that moment and remember going cold and tingly and then just shutting down. Does that trouble you? So long as I've got you on the psychiatrist, Rocky. Sure, I mean. There's a big boy now. You could get a nice one of him. I already have dozens. What I mean is, do you want to be a tough guy, Huey? Do you think you need to be? I don't know. Maybe. Is that because I don't know, do you see a lot of violence in your life? Oh, you're fucking kidding me. It depends on what you mean by a lot. You do know that if you've been the victim of violence, if someone's hurt you, you don't have to simply suffer in silence. Oh, Christ, no, you're making it sound like I've been good soldier. Good soldier. What worries me is that maybe you have to be tough, not just to avoid being a victim, but because if you're not one of these hard men, you can't make any kind of difference. You're just someone that shite happens to instead of having an actual effect on events. History would appear to be on your side in that regard. Is that what you want then, to make a difference in the world? If I was going to do anything, I'd want to make things better. No, just stop them from getting worse. I mean, fuck's sake, most of the time they just get bloody worse anyway. I don't know enough about what you do to say one way or the other, Huey. I have no pat answers for you today. It does me good to talk. That's why I came home in the first place, really. Sort me head out. Decide how I feel about things. Instead, me pals just wind me up to fuck, and me ma and me pa, you don't get on with them. It's not that. They're the nicest, most decent folk you could ever hope to meet. I feel like a bastard complaining about them. They're just a wee bit much different in a different way. Did you get any good photos there then? Have a look? Oh, yeah. So you're having another go at her then, are you? Aye, I thought I would, son. You're right the other night there. It's a shame she's just sitting out here. It'd be nice if you could see her all done up like she's meant to be when you come back to visit, you can. Aye, well, Pa, don't be going to any trouble just for me. Ah, no, it's not any trouble. I've forgotten how much I like working on her. So long as you know I'm not necessarily going to be coming back all that often. Well, she'll be here for you when you do. Do you mind taking her around the point when you were just a wee laddie? I do, It's one thing that'll always make me happy. Pa, watch, Pa. I'm a-watching, son. Pa, very good, Huey. Did you see any treasure while you were down there? Treasure, Pa? I'm surprised you didn't find any. The Spanish Armada got blown all the way down this coast in a big storm. Hey, its ship's full bursting with gold and silver and gems. And when they went down, it got scattered all along the bottom. There's folk finding bits of it all the time. Ah, have I had time to look for it, Pa? Have I? Oh, Huey, you've all the time in the world. Pa, I found 2 pounds. Look, Pa! Pa! How I wonder, did the Armada come to be carrying so much late 20th century UK currency? It's a puzzler, all right. So long as ye didn't do anything daft with ye share of the bullion. Buy the Jerry's tank off 'em or whatever. No, I buried it like Kelly and Big Joe and the rest of the boys. I'll have to away back and get it one of these days. Gold! Scones! Scones! Listen to Ma, would you? She sounds like she's calling hens or something. Oh, let her be, Huey. It makes her happy you just being here. I know that. I didn't mean... She loves you an awful lot, you can. Pa, I know. You don't have to keep... I'm just saying. Here we are now. Scones! That's smashing, Daphne. Go on, Huey. You take 2 now. Thanks, Ma. Ah, these are bra. I'm telling you, I have missed these. Do they not have scones in America, Huey? Aye, but they're not as good. And they say scone like it rhymes with bone, which is just daft. Whoops. So this American here doesn't... I don't understand the... So it's scone. Maybe it's a scone. We were just remembering taking the Rosamond Yellow out to the point when Huey was wee. You mind when... We used to do that, Daphne? Oh, Lord bless us and save us. I don't think I'll ever forget. You used to bring him home drunk it, and I thought he'd catch his death. Oh, his hair was a wee bit damp, that's all. I'm in scored heaven here, Ma. You've not lost your touch, I'm happy to say. Oh, go on with ye. No word of a lie. What you been doing? Did you not wash your face this morning, eh? You've a bit of muck on your face there. Hold still. Are you serious? Stay still now, let me... Ma, there's nothing there I can wash on me own. Come on now. Huey, will you not just let her? There ye are. That's a good boy now. All done. Not everything you do has to be for me. Don't have to say her when you mean yourself. Do you know, Ken, you're making me feel so guilty. Make me happy one minute, mental the next. Why can't I tell you to fucking stop? Why can't I say this shit to you? Treat me like a kid all me life. Is it any wonder I turned out like a fucking wimp? Fuck! Crivens! A pint or 2, gentlemen. It's the one. I have to be at home in time for me dinner. Excuse me, Miss Campbell. Can Huey come out to play the night? Dad, don't fucking start with me today. Do you hear me? All right. Bit of an angry head on ye today, wee man. Oof. I noticed ye been sorta up and down since ye got back. Thought this might cheer ye up a wee bit. Nicky Kennedy. That was a Tool shirt. Oh, I found it last year. I was hooking through some stuff from school. Held on to it for the next time I saw ye. Did you ever actually shag her? As for me to know and you to find out, Bobby. So what happened to her anyway? Do either of you know? Oh, I think she went to university in London, but I don't know if she's still there or no. Try Facebook or Friends Reunited or whatever. Oh, that thing's for wankers. Why the fuck would I want to be reunited with some cunt after I've gone to all the trouble of losing touch with them? I'll maybe do that. You never know. Well, anyone reunited with you is in for a pretty massive fucking shock, aren't they? I'm serious. The only folk I care about, I know exactly how to get a hold of them. Fuck's sake! Look at Huey. The future is bright with glittering possibilities. Oh, I don't blame him. She was a bony lassie. She was, she was some girl. The boys! There they are! There's the boys! Oh, fuck me. Boys, do you ken what God has in store for you? Is that Jimmy Dandy? It is, he's still in business. Still away with the fucking mixer, too. Have you heard his message of everlasting salvation? Do you ken the secret of his divine plan for us all? We'll find out this Sunday in your favorite hosts of the Lord. And remember to place an order with your news agent, because you wouldn't want to miss a single issue. Hello, Reverend Dundee. You sure what exactly? Thinks these ladies will not be able to resist my platter. They'll be there on Sunday along with the rest of the flock, eh, readers? How are you, Huey? Nice to see you back. How are you, Ma and Pa? Are they well? Reverend Dandy, they're marvelous. Do tell him I was asking about him, won't ye? Wonderful folk. Thanks, they come in touch sanguine familiarity. They fall for it every time. Exciting news next week. Eh, readers? I see what you mean. Not much changed around here, Huey. To tell you the truth, we're both a wee bit surprised you're still here. It's like Det was saying, you've been in strange form since you got back. Well, it can be a bit frustrating sometimes, but you never can, do ye? Ye can keep the 40 there, by the way. Cheers. Oh, there he is, a great fucking detective. Who's that, Uncle Joe? The prick that Conto told us about. Said he used to solve mysteries or some shite. Hold on a wee minute, I've got Ivans here. Hello? Fucking what? Are you fucking serious? Fucking brilliant. Thank you, Yuri. Wanks them off. The bloody boat's on the blink. They're not gonna bring the second load in till tomorrow night at the earliest. Pair of useless fucking yak molesters. That's us stuck in this shite hole. Well, I paid him a wee visit with the clippers, Uncle Joe? No, pet, you just relax there. Sadly, diplomacy's what's called for. Here we are, Mr. Tupper. Wonderful. Here's Megalofuck to brighten up my day. Here you go, sir, just the way you like it. Neat. Oh, yes, indeed, Mr. Tupper. Anything you want, anything I can do for you, just let me know if you can what I mean, sir. No neat. Meaning no ice, ye dose bastard. Oh, sir, sorry. It was 2 fucking drinks. This is only our second round. Can you not even get that much right, you fucking walking... You walking fucking ball bag. Oh, don't worry, sir. I'll sort it out for you now. Sir. That's great. I tell you what. Do you want to pull your dick out and give me a stir while you're at it? Sir. You could spit in it at least, like a big fucking greener up like. Why not go the whole hog and just have a shite in the grass? Now there's a big truck, boys. Who? Her? The fucking Bronto with Beezer's Powell? The deeper the cushion dip, my lad. I see some red-hot girl-on-girl action in my immediate future. Well, you're right there, because I think we're looking at Miss Strap-On Order 2007. Matter of fact, I'd be fucking amazed if she needed the strap-on. If the lassie wishes to pleasure herself with some manner of synthetic dong before the main event, it's fine with me. Bobby, you do realize you're ruining every wink fantasy I've ever had, don't ye? Toys are important as elephant. Toys are an important element in sapphic lovemaking, Dad, if ye. Alright, stop. If we're gonna be getting into lesbians and strap-ons and all, I'm fucking leaving right now. Lines you don't hear very fucking often. Ha ha, you pair of wankers. Alright, fuck it, I'm getting another round in. Dinner can bloody well wait. There she goes again. Hello? Hello, son. Did you have a nice time with your pals? I did. Events conspired to make it a very pleasant afternoon. Sorry I'm late. I lost the track of time a wee bit. That's all right, son. Come on in. We have visitor. Hi. Out. To be continued. 4. All right. That's where we're going to end it for now. 3 issues now, 3 issues later. So, alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed the boys on Grimm's Comics Corner and give me a break from having to do this Scottish accent. And hopefully you guys will come back with us when we do more of Volume 8 in, it'll be March on Grimm's Comics Corner. Alright, guys. I am out. See you next time, comic fans.